Oh, right. It's Liddy out here. It is another Monday. It is another one of our wonderful Furious George sessions. It's happy hour, you beezies. This is Legendary's 51.
Sam God.
Furious George podcast. We are out here.
#1 podcast in Northern California.
In the America. Not America, but the America.
The America. Dig?
Oh, let me turn this off.
Yeah. Can't hear us delayed.
Oopsies.
So we out here.
We out here.
We're back.
We out here and in there like swimwear all at the same time.
You thought you got rid of us, but we weren't done with you yet.
Thought I got canceled. You thought you were going to cancel me last week, huh? Because I went in. I'm uncancelable, baby.
No one's canceled yet. Man, I can't wait to get canceled.
Bro, I want to have enough money to get canceled. That would be pretty cool.
So for those that don't know, this is the show where we talk about whatever the hell we feel like talking about on a Monday, man.
Yeah.
Throw stuff in the comments if you want us to, talk about that. Whatever you got on your mind, we'll insert it in our conversation,
Let's talk about, let's see, pumpkin spice.
It's the season.
Who else loves pumpkin spice as much as me?
Oh, how stereotypical of you, Darius. He's so basic.
Pumpkin spice and a nice pair of Uggs, and I'm lit, bro. Is it Uggs, right? The little boots that the girls wear?
Yep. And yoga pants.
Yeah. Give me some yoga pants.
Big old pumpkin spice latte. It's feeling like fall.
It's feeling like fall. We went to the pumpkin patch, it was lit. They're selling barbecue at the pumpkin patch for some reason.
Because why not, man? I mean,
it was all right.
Any place is a good occasion for barbecue.
Yeah.
We talked about this last week. Barbecue is the meaning of life.
This is true. So if you're at the pumpkin patch with the kids and they're riding ponies, why not have barbecue?
Yep.
It's the meaning of life. Ponies and barbecue.
Kids
ponies
are happy.
And pulled pork, baby.
I got my ribs. Was it fall off the bone? How was it?
That was trash. But, I mean, it was cool, whatever. But, like when you have people in your family that actually barbecue and when you yourself can actually get down on the grill a little bit, like.
Yeah,
yes,
a little more judgmental.
Yeah, way more.
It's hard. It's hard to please.
Yeah, imagine somebody came up to you and tried to hand you some coffee, and you're like, "What's this Starbucks piece of shit? I have my own coffee hut."
Well, yeah, but I never really got that good at making coffee, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Sam,
I'm just
I was trying to hype you up. We were trying to open it back up,
bro.
bro.
I'm not even about that coffee life anymore, man. I'm past that. It's podcast game now for life.
Podcast for Leah.
This is going to start paying the bills soon.
Tomorrow. Speaking of paying the bills, everybody hit my Cash App right now. With everything.
Also, speaking of paying the bills, I think we owe Alex some money, and we forgot to shout him out. Alex Severson on the ones and twos here at the Remedy Review. Our lovely
Mr.
host.
Alex Severson. Oh, we're not square. Okay, we'll square up.
It's all good.
We'll square up.
He hasn't gotten tired of us yet. We're still here.
Ain't nothing free, folks. Ain't nothing free.
Yeah. I mean, Halloween's coming up, or as I have called it up until this year, Slutoween.
Oh,
I think I got to stop that because I have
toxic
now have
male.
daughters.
That's toxic masculinity right there.
No, it's
brought to you by Darius.
It's not. I didn't say it was a shame. I just said what it was.
Opposed to it. Opposed.
It's like I'm a naked nurse, or I'm a naked witch, or I'm a naked whatever it is.
Tis the season.
Tis the season for litty to titty.
Slutty ghost, slutty witch.
Right.
Slutty. Hey, but it is Halloween. It's the Halloween Furious George Spooktacular episode. Ooh.
Insert some sounds in there or something. I don't fucking know.
Play a Tim Burton soundtrack right now.
Oh, that's a good one. Best Halloween movie, and I already got it. Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a Halloween and Christmas movie all wrapped in one.
And that's the
Best
only
one ever.
Halloween movie I ever watched. I mean, I don't know what else there is, but I'm pretty sure there's a movie called Halloween.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
It was a horror movie, I think. Wasn't Halloween about Jason?
Was Was it the Mike Myers one?
Mike Myers, one of those. Yeah, somebody in a mask.
Guy in a mask killing people.
A guy in a
That
mask
plot
killing
never
people.
gets tired.
Sounds like COVID.
Sounds like COVID. Yeah, everyone's gonna be wearing their masks already.
Yeah.
Are people? Is trick or treating happening?
I don't think so.
I've been getting some mixed messages about that.
I wouldn't trust it.
Good, because someone probably stick a razor blade in your kid's candy anyway.
And cough on it. That's the new one.
Now
right
they just
there.
have to cough on it,
Yeah,
right? They
that's
used to
the
put the
new
razor
one.
blade in there. Now they just, here you go.
Here you go, little Johnny.
What
Forever.
was, I swear though, like, I don't know if they still do this, but when I was a kid, like every Halloween on the news, on like the local news, there'd be the same story about, be careful about that candy. People are out here poisoning kids and sticking razor blades in them. Make sure that candy wasn't open before you got it and all this stuff. And like, come to find out, that's like never happened. Except like family members poisoning their own family. In which case you're just fucked if that's happening to you. I mean,
how trick or treating is such a family thing, and it's such a community thing that like we all know who the weirdo is in the community. Don't go get candy from Paul, bro.
yeah.
Like, don't do it.
Just if you see a house that has like 4 cars parked on the lawn, just don't grab the candy there, man.
Well, no, they might have. They might be. I was about to say something wild.
There might be something else in that
Whoa!
bag. I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, you know, kids don't do drugs. But even the 4 cars on the line isn't that big a deal. But
No,
when
that was a
your
little
line-
judgmental of me.
When your lawn hasn't been mowed in 8 years, and it's just like weeds overgrowing in the front and the back, and it's like,
And there's a obvious like evil presence
yeah,
on the front porch.
And
Like,
it's
you can
really
just
weird,
feel the
like-
dark energy, the black magic,
Bro.
or whatever.
all the trees are overgrown in the house. All like this is great neighborhood. Every house is really nice, and then just one house is just like,
Some guy in a hockey mask just keeps
bro.
peeking through the blinds. Don't go to that house, kids.
If the guy in the hockey mask peeking through the blinds on Halloween also wears his hockey mask in June,
Yep.
don't go to that house.
If you see him
Stay
out walking
away.
his dog and he's still got the hockey mask on,
Run.
bad
we all
news,
know.
man. Get out of there.
We all know.
About to
So
get kidnapped.
yeah, I could imagine that maybe that never happened. I mean, maybe not never, but like
Not
just
never.
about.
No, it really like statistically, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, if you break it down on a statistic level, it's kind of like getting kidnapped too. To be honest, getting kidnapped was a little overblown. Like in our childhood, like everyone was like thinking about
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
yeah,
that's
yeah.
gonna pull up
in the white
in
van.
the van and just
yeah.
be like, "You want some candy?" Come to find out, actually, most people get kidnapped by their own parents.
Shout out.
Like the vast majority, but a parent that doesn't have custody, obviously.
Yeah. Shout out my grandma. God bless the dead. She kidnapped me and took me to Washington. Kidnap is a strong word. She took me to Washington without my parents' consent, and then we just came home. Like we went up to Washington for the weekend.
Did your parents like even notice you were gone? Were they
Yeah,
mad?
yeah. They were, they called immediately, and she had to call in, and that was before cell phones. Like they were calling around, like
When you used to have to call around,
Yeah.
for real. You calling people on their landline, like, "Have you seen him?"
yeah.
I'll
And
leave a message.
so yeah, and then we went up. I don't even remember who we were visiting. Somebody lived in up there in Washington. My grandmother just took me up there for the weekend, and we kicked it and visited, and then we came back.
Sounds
So
like a harrowing kidnapping experience, man.
it was lit. I remember it vaguely. Like I remember some of the details of it, but we had a good time. It was lit.
Shout out Washington State. Hey.
Shout out Washington, home of the Washington Wizards, which is a fact that is totally wrong.
That would make it not be a fact, actually, in that case. But no, there is the Washington Redskins, who I believe are changing their name now, finally.
I think they're
Did I
in
hear
DC
that
as
right?
well.
Oh, they're in D.C.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out
think both of
DC.
those- I think both of those are DC. Who's in Seattle? Seattle Supersonics. I don't even think that's a thing anymore. They canceled them like 20 years ago. Oklahoma Thunder. No, the Warriors been around forever. The Supersonics became the Warriors?
Golden State Warriors.
I thought
it was the Seattle Supersonics. What is the Seattle team now, though?
I don't think they have one. I think that's the one
This
that
is
moved
not
to
a sports
Oklahoma.
podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we're just talking greasy. I think the Supersonics are the ones that became the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think. Okay.
All right.
Fact check.
Fact check. We got the fact checking. Alex fact checks for us.
Yeah, that's a
all
fact.
our
The
lies.
Supersonics became the Oklahoma City Thunder back in
well, shout out to
2008.
Kevin Durant. So, can we open back up yet? We just went to lunch at Lowbrow. It was nice. You know what I mean? Shout out Lowbrow. They're lit. I got to get something else next time. I got a Frankfurter. I was underwhelmed. But, you know, wifey got the chicken sandwich, and that was pretty good. I ate half of that, so we were good.
That's good. I like that place, man.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a while, but
I just had a craving for like a Polish dog or something, so we just went over there for lunch. Yeah, it was lit, man. Went to Echo and Rig last night. Shout out to the wife. It was anniversary on Saturday. So,
Yeah.
you know, we out here.
shout out wifey.
We want to
Shout out all the wifeys.
Yeah. Somebody hop in the comments and say something wild so I can say something wild.
Yeah.
Should we do a
need some
cleanup of last
conversation
week?
starters right now. A cleanup? No. Let's just not. Yeah. It's okay, you know. Not that many people saw that, so we don't need to
Alright.
keep reminding them about it.
For the two of you who might have seen it, this is the only thing I'm going to say, then we're going to move on. We had a much better conversation and a much more cohesive conversation about it off the air. So we're good.
There
We're
you go.
solid.
We figured it all out. We solved all the issues of society. We fixed it. You're welcome.
Did you watch that other debate? I did. I
Oh,
didn't
hell
watch it.
no, man. Why? I know who I'm voting for. Like, I'm not going to watch, like I'm going to watch that and just be like, actually, Trump really came out with some strong points on this one, man.
Trump
I'd have
does
to
have some
switch my
strong
whole
points. I
game up.
mean, I don't know if any of them are any good, but they're strong.
He says them strongly.
Yeah, he
speaks with strength.
He definitely speaks with the vigor
They had to
of
change
white
the whole.
privilege.
Yeah, they had to change the whole format of debates because of this motherfucker, man.
Yeah, but I heard
had to,
that he
like,
didn't
mute
actually get
people.
muted. Did he actually get muted?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't. Like I said,
Didn't watch it.
didn't watch, but I saw a little bit of the first one, and I can say, man, that reminded me a lot of my children when they're fighting over possession of a dolly.
Yeah.
You get
That's
the
my
same
dolly.
level of just over talking and oh man.
Bro. Yeah. We actually had our first debacle with that this week, where I handed the baby one of Delaney's Delaney has several, and I mean several Minnie Mouse plush dolls. Like a lot of them. Like she can have a whole birthday dinner with just her and her Minnie Mouse dolls. And
She knows what she likes, man.
And the other day, I handed one of the Minnie Mouse dolls to the baby, and she lost her shit. She was ready to fight the baby. She was ready to fight me. She was like, "That's my Minnie," and I was like, "Oh, okay, all right. I see where this is going for the next 3 years,
Yep.
or the next 8, however long it's gonna take."
They're
Yeah.
all they're so competitive with their siblings. It's crazy. You
Yeah.
know, it's like your sibling is just everything. There's another 7 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
That you could be competing with. None of them matter at all. It's that one person that lives with you and fights for your parents' attention.
And not only that, they love each other so much. I don't get it. Why do you love each other, but you want to kill each other? Well, I guess I get that. Sometimes you love people and you just want to kill them.
These are facts. A lot of times.
Uh,
The ones we love the most.
Shout out to all the husbands and wives killing each other. Shout out Lissa
What's
starting
some
off
good
strong.
examples of that
I
throughout history? No, I don't know.
don't know.
We don't need to go that dark.
Lorena Bobbitt. But she just chopped off.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
since we're always referencing the 90s anyway.
Right. Uh-oh.
Lorena Bobbitt, man. I actually, her husband, John Wayne Bobbitt, like went on to do porn and stuff.
That's
with a
hard.
prosthetic
Hey, that's
penis.
hard, bro. That's lit.
It was hard. Apparently, it actually worked. Hey!
Ding. Yeah.
But he had to prove to the world that
Yo,
that
did
could happen.
Did your web start tripping? I got kicked out. Oh.
So shout out John Wayne Bobbitt.
John Wayne. This fool's name is John Wayne Bobbitt. Wowzers.
Ooh. He was actually mad abusive, though. If you watch the documentary, I didn't feel so bad about what happened after I got all the context
people
of
are
what
abusive.
he was putting her through. So, be careful out there, guys. Treat your lady with love and kindness.
And ladies, treat your man with love and kindness.
And don't bring knives.
Don't
get knives involved. Just go talk to some authorities.
Yeah,
or just
man.
get a gun, something. I don't know.
Leave the knives, leave the machetes,
Just put him out of his misery. Don't do that.
Bro. Or just be nice.
Or just be nice.
You know what's wild is that you would want to kill somebody for hurting your feelings, essentially. I mean, we call it heartbreak, but basically that's just a heightened version of my feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
And then
If
you
I
wanna
can't
kill
have you,
somebody.
no one can.
Bro, there's so
mentality.
many people.
Right.
There's so many people. And, if you found you a good one and you guys are working, I'm very happy. It's so great. But if it's not working, there are other people.
You'll be all right.
Go to the Wu-Tang concert. If you love Wu-Tang, go to the Wu-Tang concert. And then you'll find somebody else that fucking loves Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang is the path to true love. People, get it right.
Shout out Wu-Tang.
Shout out Wu-Tang, man.
Definitely shout out to the Wu.
Shout out RZA. He's hella talented.
A friend of mine who I was hanging out with yesterday, who shall remain nameless because
we don't do that. We don't drop dimes on the podcast.
This fool said he doesn't like any of Dave Chappelle's stand-up. He was his only strong point was the Chappelle show, which was a very strong point. But how, Chappelle in this last 3 years has dropped 6 crazily fire hours.
Right. Plus the old ones like Live at the Fillmore
and Killing Them Softly.
Killing Them Softly.
Yeah, bro.
They still hit.
Is
this person a comedy fan?
This is
Do they consider themselves a comedy fan? They definitely ain't no connoisseur. I'll tell you that right now.
No. They it's a friend of mine. Him and his wife. They're some of the flyest people. But they're they're nostalgic. They're washed, washed. Like we're about to go see I don't know who's hot right now. We're about to go to the Daniel Caesar show, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool. We're about to go see SWV." What and why?
Where? At the State Fair, dog.
So, shout out to the homies. They're lit. I mean, they're some of my favorite people. But when he said that,
so what? They like Don Rickles or something?
I don't know. We didn't even go into that because the husband said he doesn't like Dave Chappelle. We were at dinner. I literally stood up and put my jacket on. I was like, bro, I'm out. And then right behind that, his wife said, I haven't liked Beyonce's work since something, way like her first album. And then my wife stood up and put her jacket on. Like, hey, bro.
They just start off the conversation like this?
No, this was toward the end of the night. This was toward the end of the night.
You just sit down. They're just like, Chappelle's trash. And Beyonce
I was
hasn't
in
had
there
good
like,
albums.
what is happening right now? I don't even know.
She's like,
you
bring
people.
back Destiny's Child. That was the shit.
Beyonce hasn't been hot since Destiny's Child before Kelly. I mean, before, what's the other one? Michelle. Yeah. It's fire. But
It's the Washed Files.
Wash Files. Because I thought I was washed. And when they started saying that, and I was like, yeah, every time we get together, y'all all talking about, going to the 112 concert or going to the, I don't know, insert washed R&B band.
Oh, so
here.
they Soulful Saturdays washed.
worse than Soulful Saturdays washed. Like, shout out Damon.
Shout out to Mon. Just having our fun. He knows he's washed. It's okay.
It's all right.
We're buddies.
Bro, it's all right to be washed sometimes. Washed is good in some contexts.
I'm proud to be washed. For those that don't know, wash just means like old, like not hip, corny.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely like if I'm hanging out with like my dad and them, I'm cool. But if I go try to hang out with Bassie and them, like I'm dumb washed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Whenever I'm hanging around people in their 20s, or especially their early 20s,
yeah,
I start to feel it, a little extra washed.
the cool kids.
Yeah. They reference things that I don't know about, like Travis Scott and like TikToks or whatever the hell, man. I don't know. I ain't got no TikTok. Who's got time for that?
Well, everybody has time for that. TikTok is literally time.
yeah.
It's a clock. I don't know.
Plus, it's been a pandemic, so I guess people have lots of time. For TikTok. Should have been getting on it.
Shout out to the homies OnlyFans. Also, shout out. I didn't want to name them, but yeah.
We have friends with OnlyFans, man.
Definitely a couple. Like
I don't know what that means, but we do.
The homie and his girl. Where's Nikki at? Is Nikki here yet? Nikki, get in the comments. Tell us about the OnlyFans.
I don't think she's watching. She would have commented by now.
Yeah.
No one's commenting today. What's up with that? What's up with you people?
Today.
They're trash.
Y'all are trash, bro.
We need some comments on here, man.
Oh, also shout out to Bassie Vibe. I'm probably not supposed to say this, but I'm going for it, bro.
Oh God, here we go.
I think
Censor yourself.
I think Vibe With might be coming back. I've heard.
I've
heard some rumors that
There's
Vibe With
whispers.
might be coming back, bro.
There are whispers in the night.
Oh my goodness, that would be.
I don't want to
so
say
lit.
when or anything, but
Yeah, we can't give him that. But
it's going down. But I'll wait for him to make the official announcement. But
yeah,
Vibe With is a really sick jam session here in Sac that was going until COVID hit.
Yeah, it was hard. Bassie Vibe.
It's probably
hosting.
the best jam session I've been to in town. It was a lot of fun. Singers, lots of people, lots of musicians, dope musicians.
Yeah, it's the only one that you actually have to be able to play. Like a lot of the jazz jams and stuff, like, oh, it's cute. He doesn't know how to play yet. Not at Vibe With. You better know how to play. I mean, nobody's gonna ridicule you, but also if you aren't,
I've seen some people there that weren't quite delivering up to my standards. Mainly rappers, but
yeah. Somebody just sneak up
every
and grab
random
a mic.
drunk guy is gonna grab the mic, like, and just think they got bars.
Bro,
Why?
I think I hurt somebody's feelings and everybody looked at me. You know, I don't really have much of a filter sometimes. And somebody came up there and was just stumbling and mumbling. And like, it just happened right perfectly. I just actually said out loud, "With your drunk ass." But like at the moment that I said that, the music like
somehow everything was quiet. Room, packed house, crowd noise, band playing. In that exact moment, the band hit a break.
With your drunk ass.
And the guy just starts crying.
No, everybody looked at me like, why would you say that? I was like, so I was the only one that noticed that he's been up here for 5 minutes and he said, yo.
Oh yeah, when they're setting up the verse, but they never quite get to it. Yo.
Yeah.
And
then they say like one line, I went to the store and got a... Yo,
hey, yo, bring that beat back around.
Like,
bring it back to the beginning again. It's just, bro, just jump in. It's like
it's double Dutch, baby. Jump in. The rope is spinning.
Where's the beat, man? You're not a rapper.
Like,
Stop.
You're trash. Meanwhile, right before you, Julian and Alicia sang 17,000 songs.
Right.
Like, so the beat's there.
Yeah.
The beat's there, Brody.
Over like the Childish Gambino joint, they just did like 17 hooks.
Right.
Found it. They found the melodies and the harmonies.
And then don't let Susha Jamesy be in there. They're going to bring it back to the Wash 92 and throw something in there. Shout out Sushi and Jamesy. They both down there in L.A. right now doing it big.
Yeah. We got Christian, our illustrious guitar tech, finally dropped a comment in here for us, man. Greetings from Yellowstone.
What's up,
kids.
Yellowstone?
What's up?
Christian, thanks for that hookup,
Yellowstone.
bro. I'm still playing. That guitar feels amazing still, weeks later.
Yep. As does mine.
Liddy.
The guitar's great. Hit up Christian for all your guitar repair needs.
Well, hit me up, and then I'll hit Christian up. I got to take my 10% off the top. So hit me up, and then, that may.
Or just scroll down the comments. He's right there. You can find him.
Yeah. We out here. Bro, this feels like a strange Monday.
Yeah. Well, next week we're gonna have a new president, possibly.
Yeah.
president-elect.
We'll still have one
But
more
we'll
before
probably
that happens,
have,
right? Well, what day
Isn't
is
it
the
next
3rd?
week? Next week's the election.
Right. Next Tuesday. So we'll be in if we come in Monday.
Oh
we won't-
yeah. We'll have your special election coverage coming next week, folks.
Watch everything here. Do not watch CNN,
Yeah.
Fox.
This is
or
where you get the
ABC.
real deal.
You
We're
get the
just-
realness right
We're in here in a darkened room. I'm on Facebook. That's
Bro,
all you need to get your news.
Here's the
man.
deal. Were y'all in that group when I sent the thing about Trump and Biden?
No.
You don't even be on Instagram. Did you see it, Alex? Your guys are trash, bro. Y'all don't never pay attention to nothing I do. I feel so neglected.
You send too many links on Instagram, man. I can't watch all that shit. Busy guy.
Not that many.
And half of them are private accounts, too.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I do send y'all a lot of thirst trappery, too, so I know everybody's scared to open it.
Gotta wait till my family's not home before I can open a DM from Darius, man. Who knows what's gonna be in there?
Thirst Trap Thursday, shout out. Yeah, it was basically just showing some of Biden's speeches. It was showing some of the things that they've said. Like when Trump said, if Ivanka wasn't my daughter, I would definitely date her. It's like, all right, wait, hold on. What? What did you just...
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah.
No, well, I mean, it was...
the Trump one?
It was a splice of like a bunch of those. Like one
Right.
from Trump, one from Biden, one from
Oh,
Trump,
yeah,
one from
yeah,
Biden. That,
Oh,
it
that was
just-
a hit. That's one of my favorite Trump hits, man. If she wasn't my daughter, I'd date her.
Bro,
Come on, man.
the one right behind that Biden said was, poor people are just as smart as white people.
Oh God.
I said,
yeah.
whoa, that's wild.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
I mean-
and if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Yeah, that was in there. Was in there.
We will put up with literally anything,
Bro.
against Trump. Like
It's nuts because a lot of people look at me crazy when I said that, and that's why I had to save that clip, and I got to save a couple of other ones. Like, even when I was talking to wifey about it, she was like, "We got to get Trump out of here." I was like, "Yeah, but Biden's trash though. Like, it's so." She was like, "What? Are you?" I was like, "No." Well, why do you think? I was like, "Here, watch this." Just as she was like, "Wow, I don't know what I want to do with my life anymore." Like,
yeah.
I was like, "You're obviously not paying attention." It's everybody, I don't know. We're being very tribal about this. Like, we
Well,
know.
my outlook is just like you got to vote for whoever you have to choose from. You don't get to
Yes.
vote for whoever you think is your personal superhero or like your Jesus or whatever. You just get the choices you have. You're picking the best out of the choices. That's what we're doing. We're not picking the best person that we think is the best person in the universe
Right.
for the job. That
And
person is not running.
What I'm saying is, it's almost like you have to vote either for a pile of elephant shit from Africa or a pile of elephant shit from Asia. It's just
That's a horrible
shit.
analogy. But no,
It's just
I
two
see
pieces of
where you're going.
shit. Just,
Wait, so Biden's the one from Africa?
okay.
Yeah, wait, no. Yeah, like which one's which then?
Yeah. Biden's the African shit because he said if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
There it is. There it is.
Trump's got that Eastern vibe. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's in bed with China and North Korea.
And Biden is in bed with Alzheimer's or something. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him.
Yep. That's what we got, man.
He's
Did you
in-
wait? Did you hear the story about Hunter Biden? Was like on camera smoking crack or something. It's probably not true, but can you fact check that for me?
Oh yeah, we on it.
Fact check time. Why is my internet broke down, bro? This is trash. Am I not on anymore? Let's find out.
I think there was something in there too about a woman giving him a foot job, which was an interesting thing.
What's a foot job? It's like a handy with your feet?
Yeah, that's exactly what that is.
I figured.
Okay. Alex is a Susio boy.
Yeah, Alex is like, yes, that is definitely
Because
what a
I
foot
know
job
what a foot job is. Is like contextually, it's pretty easy to figure out.
Well,
what
yeah,
that
when
is.
I can figure it out.
Man.
When they said he was smoking copious amounts of crack and getting a foot job from some girl, I was like, okay, that
Sounds like-
painted a picture.
Sounds like a lit afternoon.
All right. Oh no, this goes back to this whole mayhem. God, all right, I did actually look into this. So the video allegedly shows Hunter Biden smoking crack while, having a foot job, according to the New York Post, which is garbage, right? It's just that it's
Right.
tabloid propaganda.
Right.
This is from The Sun, which is also garbage propaganda. Shout out. I'm going to at y'all. Y'all are trash. But yeah, so like the way that this worked was the video was supposedly found on a computer that he dropped off to go get repaired, and the repair shop shows that it's Hunter Biden, but they didn't have a receipt that it was Hunter Biden's computer. The guy that runs the shop doesn't really know who it is, and apparently they got this footage and showed it to Rudy Giuliani instead of like the feds. And then somehow
Why
the
does
New York
Rudy
Post,
Giuliani
because
always
New
end up
York-
involved
yeah,
in these?
right? He's just having himself a week.
He's having himself a life, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I hope it ends soon for you, buddy. Don't you worry. But yeah, so it's all this alleged nonsense with this video that they somehow got. But yeah, supposedly, allegedly,
Allegedly.
smoking crack and getting a foot job. There is a YouTube link. Y'all have the
I'm gonna have
internet,
to
obviously.
I'm going to have to look that one
Yep,
up.
fact check
And speaking
out.
of Rudy Giuliani, he also got caught up on the new Borat movie, apparently.
Oh, word. I can't
Yeah.
wait till that drops. That's going to be so silly.
Yeah, apparently he was like, they have some footage of him with Borat's 15-year-old daughter, just some actress, I guess, that's like in the room with them and like helping him take his mic off or something, but he's laying down with his hands in his pants or something. And then Borat busts in and is like, hey, no, leave my daughter alone. She's 15. She's too old for you. So, shout out Rudy Giuliani. We're coming for you.
Shout out Rudy Giuliani's pedophilia. That's wild.
There's a lot of pedophilia going on in the upper ranks these days, huh?
It's
According to QAnon.
what was the island? Epstein Island?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No one's talking about that anymore, huh? Epstein didn't kill himself. Oh, yeah. Ghislaine Maxwell is still awaiting punishment. She hasn't mysteriously committed suicide yet. So
It's
we'll see what
coming.
happens. Yeah.
It's coming.
She's got a lot to say. I think she has a lot of names to drop. I would if I were her.
Yeah. Don't drop any names. I mean, drop the names. I don't know. That's a tough one. Like, imagine if it's like, hey, I can go and live the rest of my life, or I can drop these names and get these fools off the street, but they're definitely going to kill me. You know, what do you do?
That's a tough one.
What do you do? Like, do you want to just go be with your family and try to raise them, or do you know that got dark? Yo, how about those Dodgers, bro? They lost the game the other day in spectacular fashion. No? All right.
Who won the finals? I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, we don't know shit about sports. I don't even know who won the finals.
Well, that's the World Series.
Well, I know, but I'm talking about the NBA.
Oh, the Lakers won that.
Yeah, that's why.
Well,
That's why I didn't know. I don't care.
I just
Lakers.
know when the end happens, like because I see the news blips. Like, oh, the Lakers won. Oh, sweet, cool. And I hang out with a lot of people that are into sports, you know, at church and stuff. So they were showing me some Dodgers plays, and I was like, "Oh, that's wild, that's crazy."
That guy did a cool thing there. That's playing that one position.
That one dude hit a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
lit.
usually clam up when people start talking about sports.
I really like sports highlights, but sometimes I don't understand what's going on. It just looks cool. It just looks cool. Like,
I like seeing when they jump and catch a ball and
bro,
shit like that, you know?
I like seeing
Crack
people
one
get
out of the
hit.
stadium.
Like
Oh,
in
yeah.
football, like the football hits, bow, laying people out.
That's pretty satisfying.
Yeah. It's nice. Somebody's telling me that it's ultra satisfying right now because they just started the football season, but there's no audience, so all you hear is just all the smacking that's going on. I was like, oh,
But they
yeah.
still have fake audience noise in like all the sports.
Yeah, it's trash.
It's kind of weird.
Oh, and they started with it. I saw one NBA game or a piece of one NBA game, and they have screens all the way around, and on the screens, like they're showing people, like you can zoom in.
Oh, yeah.
So even
yeah.
if it was the Lakers game that I saw, and it was Jack Nicholson, because he has those floor seats,
Mhm.
and they showed him like where his floor seat would be.
Right.
Like
right.
they put his picture on the screen right there, and he was like cheering them on and all.
They
this
have all
is-
these weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they actually showing like people's Zoom cameras while they're watching the
Yeah.
game?
Yeah.
What if Jack Nicholson just started doing something hella problematic on camera, man? He's been known to do that shit. Like,
Hey, listen, it's still you still have to buy a ticket. Like in order to be on that Zoom call, you have
LeBron
to buy
hits
a
that
ticket.
that hot streak, and he just gets a little too worked up. It
Hey
just-
man, whips out that prosthetic, John Wayne. We're gonna call it the John Wayne now.
Wait, so Jack Nicholson has a prosthetic one too?
Yeah, I just
Why
made
not?
that up.
Or he's on that. Or he's on that Blue Chew. He might just
Shout
be on
out
that
Blue Chew. Put Blue Chew back on the list.
Blue Chew. Shout out to our
Shout
sponsor,
out-
Blue Chew.
Shout out to the sponsors, baby. Go to bluechew.com right now and get you some. Don't give your lady that soft little penile thing that you got going on there. Give her that hard dick.
Woo! And you know what goes great with Blue Chew? A little bit of meth. Give you a little bit extra stamina.
The views and concerns that were made by Sam are his and his alone.
Yeah. Yeah, a heart attack. Yeah, buddy. I'm just really trying to get something out of the people here. I'm trying to offend someone so at least someone will comment.
Bro, I don't know. That's why I say it feels like this whole day has felt weird. It's felt weird. I've had to run a couple errands. I had to go play this morning or earlier afternoon. Then right after that, grab lunch with like everything just feels weird today. I got
It's
up.
a slow day.
Yeah, it's a weird Monday. I think the buzz of the actual weight of this election is actually starting to like actually come down on us.
Yeah, because everyone's basically sitting around like, so are we just gonna have like a civil war next week?
Yeah, like straight up.
What is gonna happen?
Because a lot of us have already voted, like sending it in through the mail. So there's a lot of people that's like, all right, and then some people are still trying to send their stuff in through the mail, which don't. I know we don't have that many people watching, but don't send your stuff in through the mail anymore. You got to drop it off at this point. It's not going
Yeah,
to
I
get
wouldn't
there.
trust the mail at this point. The
It's
mail is about to
not
be so
good.
overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Drop it off at an actual voting site. Go ahead and do
a
it.
real one, not like one of those fake boxes they're setting up.
Yeah,
Do-
they
do
set
your
one up by my
homework.
house.
Don't just throw them in the first box that says ballots here. Look into that.
I'm pretty sure that there's one next to my house because there's some box that's out there, and I'm like, why is there a mailbox here, and why is it not blue, and why does it look decrepit? Like, yeah,
And when I opened it, why did it look like there was someone's face in there staring back out?
with their hands out. Give
No,
me
it's cool.
your
Just give
ballot.
me your ballot, It's safe. I'll keep it safe.
uh,
So yeah, it's Apocalypse 2020, Civil War 2020.
yeah.
It's going down.
Uh, I mean, what else are we doing this week? I think I wrote some junk down. You got 1 week to vote. Oh, Thanksgiving is coming up. Friendsgiving. That was Sam's idea that I ran with. That he's not even coming to.
So yeah, so that's coming up.
That's
Something we're not doing that you're not invited to.
something that Sam's not doing and that you're not invited to is going to be so lit. You know what else is lit? Gigs are back. Gold Holes had one last week that actually felt like a regular gig. It was nice. It was nice.
Yep. There's some regular, kind of normal things.
Starting to come back. It was social distance. People had their mask on here.
Wait,
and
hold
there,
on. I
but-
want to tap in for this. All right, so I got to the bottom of Doko's been doing that for a minute, right? Like the
Yes.
downtown situation.
Yes.
And they've got their little like outdoor patio that they've been doing all this. Now they're paying folks for 3 hours worth of time, but they're paying them $300
For the whole band.
for the whole band.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
It's the same thing that
Not
Shady
good.
Lady's been doing for 30 years. What are you talking about? And,
All
and
right,
some
but
of these
like
other
they're playing with
places.
city money though. Like this is the same organization that's out here giving Crocker $400,000 out of CARES funding.
Yeah.
But now we're
So this
sitting
is
here
like
looking at-
CARES fund money?
I think so. Part of it from the lowdown is that part of it is concert in the park funding, and then the rest of it is like city budget. But like, what's the rate, right? What's your rate for an hour worth of like music playing?
I think they should at least give
I think
everybody $100 a man
at
at the hour.
bare minimum,
At the bare
every
minimum.
person should get $100 for any gig, and that's like 1980s prices.
Yeah.
It just hasn't gone up, unfortunately.
So per member $100.
At least.
Yeah.
At
yeah,
the very
at the
least.
bare minimum for like I don't know. That's just kind of 300.
And that's not like, oh, you made $75 and then you guys made a lot of tips. Nah, F all that. Like, hand everybody and whatever the tips are. If they get tips, then they keep that as well.
Yeah, I mean it's like the what was I gonna say? Yeah, when they just give $300, it's kind of like they never even ask like, well, how many people you got in the band? Like
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. They're just like, you get a flat rate, 300. Oh, that's not enough. Tell your keyboardist not to come then.
Oh, you're the River
No
City
respect. We get no respect.
River City All-Star Big Band. Yeah, it sounds like about $300 worth of
300
people.
300 big man. Yeah, when you're paying the same for a duo that you're paying for a big band, there's something wrong with this payment system.
Straight up. I mean, unless it was like $1 million and, make a smaller band. But
Right.
I don't know.
People don't respect big bands anymore. It pisses me off because big bands are great, man.
They are, but they're outdated now.
Yeah, but it's really like a treat when you actually see one killing it. I think anyone would like it. It's just that no one ever gets the opportunity to see it,
Yeah.
Like
There is something very special about a killing big band. Like killing bands are cool, but like a killing big band change your whole month.
Oh
Easily.
man, multiple horn
Like,
sections, playing different parts, and like,
yeah.
yeah, man. I mean, that's what we've kind of lost in this whole era of just having a singer and a guy on a laptop.
Yeah. Okay.
All good.
What are your thoughts on this money thing? Oh, yeah.
I mean,
'cause
I think it's pretty low, right? And it's one of my it's been happening for a minute, and it's like the musicians union could like never work because there's always gonna be somebody from Placerville to be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll take that gig.
straight up.
Yeah, and then you're out of even like the crumbs that you would have made.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, well, I don't want to do that, but I don't want to sell this short. So it's like it's the musician artist like catch-22 of like, if I ask for more money, are they just gonna like scrap the gig?
Right. Well, I bet a lot of people are squeezing a few more dollars out of it because they're
Yeah.
probably pushing the issue a little bit.
Well, and I think that Friday was the first time we had played for people in 7 months. Like
Yeah.
people want to go do that. So it's a
Right.
mix of just like we get that you've been out of work, you've been, you haven't been able to do this thing that you've spent years loving and doing and all that. Pennies? How cheap can we go to get you out here and playing?
It's right back to we'll give you the bare minimum.
Yeah,
because that's what music is worth to people, supposedly. Even though everyone loves it and wants to have it in their lives and needs it, when it comes to, but like you said, it's simple economics. Basically, the problem with music right now is that there's always some like mediocre but kind of decent group that'll undercut you at every turn, and probably make the owners of that establishment happy enough. They're not exactly like I don't need like the most killing musicians, I'll just take the $300 musicians.
Yeah. I just need somebody to play some music for my patio situation.
Right.
Yeah.
You're basically just wallpaper.
Just play some Tom Petty songs, man.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I think that there might be a space, and that we should get to as we wrap up, that we should get to collabing like what you guys are doing here and grow it into a whole like actual venue and make it like take all the mistakes of every venue that we love to hate here in town and flip their mistakes on their head and make a great venue that also one of the things is what we're talking about, like compensating the musicians fairly, making the venue actually nice. A lot of venues are just, people want to go out, so venues don't have to do much. But if you just take a little bit of time to like make it a nice venue, make it a nice layout, treat the room, clean it every once in a while, so that it doesn't smell like 1978.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to name names, but yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but to be fair, running a venue is like even harder than trying to make money playing music. So I don't envy them. But good luck with that project, Darius.
I'll tell you who's not getting paid when they come to play at my venue, boy. I tell you what. $100 for the whole band.
Yeah.
Saying, what's the name of you? What's the name of you? You get
sober 1.5 drinks.
We got sober taekwondo in the building.
Oh, shots fired. We didn't need you anyway, man. Play a blue lamp.
And on that note, we we had a good time talking to y'all this week, even though y'all didn't comment.
It was a slow day, but we're gonna come back next week.
We're strong next week. It's Fire. It's the the Furious George podcast. It's a week, people. It's a week. Furious George, Halloween. Oh, before you cut it, did you cut it? Before you cut it, check out the Remedy review at Harlow's and at Starlight Lounge this weekend on Halloween. It's going to be lit. The info Alex might be able to throw up there, but
just check it out at harlows.com.
Harlows.com.
Check out Remedy review.
Is it Friday and Saturday? Just Saturday.
A lot of great bands.
It's
check
gonna
it
be
out.
Lit. Oh, because it's yeah. Holla.